Okay, y'all. This might take a little while, so I couldn't do my little 3 minutes they allowed me to record on here on YouTube. But what I'm saying is me learning about the land of the Mississippi and the spirit animals that protect us that we can call on, because when we couldn't handle the situation with our rainbows, we had something gifted from the OOs to protect the land while they in the realm. The peacock represents a male. The alligator represents a male. The wolf represents the male. And a cat represents the males. The misses and the sissies, the SS, the first SS, those spirit animals was there to protect us, to call on. The black cat was for the mother that's in pain, that's going through hurt that she can't do nothing about. That's a man or a child hurting that mother, and she done did everything she could, and that man or that child is trying to take her off the rim. You call on that cat. That's the big black cat I always talk about. Then you have the alligator. I'm a gator baby. And then they use that against us by feeding us the gators. So that's one of the things we wrote on is the gators. I don't know how, I don't know, but I'm just learning and I'm talking about it because it's so interesting to me, the history that I'm learning through spirit. That means ancestors, or however y'all want to call it, angels. I don't care what y'all call it. I just call it learning Gaia and the tribes, and with my connection with Gaia, I can hear because I listen and I have a whole lot of questions. Then they have the wolf, and the wolf symbolizes our connections to the crescent of the full to make a clear pathway and start building on it. That's when we supposed to build on different occasions where we have took in the knowledge to build. That's why the wolf symbolizes us, because you can take a woman and put her in the woods, a natural woman, a Guyana back in the day, and she can make a safe place to bring anyone in. So as a man, but both of them can go in and make a safe space. It wasn't fear back then, it was adventure. And I don't know how they put the F in us like that. But anyway, then it was, I talked about the peacock, the gator, the wolf, the black cat, and the peacock. Now the peacock represent our masculinity. We shield away from the evil eye. We always shield whomever around us to wrap them up in protection, because we are Guyana women. So we are protectors from the dough, because those are children or those are people that we are here to protect. Everybody had a protection where you protect each other, because when we got nicked, we was the only one, and we was waiting for the invasions, but we was still preparing ourselves. So I love down there at the bowl, and I call the bowl Louisiana because it's the curve, and at that curve, those, when you come down in the winter, when you go in the winter, those outfits represented each ward. And the men had the feathers around their head, like the peacock got it out. And then they had the pillars, because they was wards of the land and the waters. And they stood in the middle of the pillars for protection. To anything coming, they got them. So they had the shield over their head, like the feathers they wear. Then they had the long like it looked like a face, but that represent towers that they stood in. They was guarded at that tower. Okay, and then the women at the, I guess, the gathering or celebration, ball, gala, whatever they had back then, where they represented, because it was cold, it was done in the winter, they had the one that come, the peacock that come around here, because their crown already puffed up or was long, so nothing goes on your dome. Your dome is your connection. And they had the suit where they didn't have their legs open. They actually had something that symbolized where they sit on the men, and they had where how the peacock closes its feather and have it long. They had it to wrap once they sit on the man, it looked like 2 circles on them. Like 2 circles over her body, and if she sit on that man, over his, because his is coming, so it'll look like a double. It'll look like double. I can't do it like double. Like that. Like a 8. That's why they twisted our circle to make infinity. But our infinity sign is just like every circle. And we don't have a twist. We have this. They put the twist in there, but we have a complete circle that goes as above, so below, as within, so without. That's our spin. It can go any way. Any way. We didn't have a split. We had 7 spins going on at one time. We still do. They just some kind of way twisted it. I don't know how. But anyway, so when I see second line and I see the Indians, the nickel knockers, and not nigger, nickel, that can split a dime and make it 5 on both sides. That means they let the spirit in. They'll split a person down to show you where your spirit is. Those was true warriors that went out and got the invaders of the mind and all that, because we all can talk to each other with sounds or with waves, and to be manipulated is against us, because we're not that. She was already Nate, so we not like that. Okay. Now, I don't know everything I talk about with my spirit. I talk out loud, and I have seen a lot of people in the VA want to take what I'm talking to my spirit because they locked in some kind of way. Or I talk out loud because I'm not ashamed of who I am, and I'm not ashamed of talking to my ancestors. If they hear, I don't give a fuck if you sitting by me. And if I can't handle what they saying, I'm going to talk back. Because I'm that type of person. I have always talked back. You're not finna put nothing on me and not explain it to me. Regardless whom you are. I know whom I am. I have my own chamber in my brain. Then I have 4 other chambers that deal with different things that goes on within your body. That goes with Mother Water. That goes with Mother Flame. That goes with Mother Gaia. That goes with Mother Divine. And then there's one chamber for yourself to differentiate that. I told you have a front, a back, a side, but the top of your brain, where that hump is, that's yours. That's why it's a hump. Because you have mother energy, spirit, and the father energy, or femininity. I can't say it. Feminine, spirit, and then you have masculine. You have 3 energies that's always going. Spirit is always in you. You wear one of the energies, and your higher is the other energy, but your spirit is in and out. That what connects your soul to your heart, and your spirit is your heart. That's your courage. That's what you here for. The beat of Gaia, the beat of flame, and the push of flame, and the pull of spirit pulling out of you. Or it can be, it ain't, because flame is coming down. That's what get your motion where you can move, that energy. But spirit is the one that goes up and down within you. So it's big on our spirits. It's big on Gaia. Because Gaia, all of this is in us. And they want you to believe a person on a screen is a star. No, your dome is connected to your T. Your T. Your right hand to your left foot. That's my left. My left to my right foot. My right to my left foot. And my torso. That's a whole star. With an eye, a dome, a mind of its own. A heart of its own. If your heart tell you to do anything, you gonna do it. Unless your mind ain't, if your mind ain't with it, it ain't with it. It's got to be connected through spirit to do this. That's why I say, if your heart bad, your soul bad too. Because your heart is not gonna let your mind overbear your body. Your in-body of spirit. That right there. It's not gonna let you come in the middle of this, of the spirit. The spirit is your wings of butterfly, of energy that keeps you going. Whichever path you on. You know, if you want to be on a destructive path where you out here just destroying everybody's life while you destroy yours. Or you living and putting out good energy and looking at what can destroy somebody and using what you know was good to help that person grow, or moving that person aside to let that person get off the path that we're trying to get on, the loving path where you love a person just like you love yourself. Because if you love yourself, you know how it feels, and you want to spread it. Not like people spreading their legs and spreading these things, these bacteria that some can't get rid of and some can go, pop a pill. The chemical embalm people, they don't care. They'll spread their legs because they know they got a pill. Because they chemical embalmed it to the chemicals of life. Because they got stuck as young and they gone with the stick. They rather be dependent on a chemical to make it happen. I depend on myself to make it happen. Through my mothers and through Nana. With the spirit of them. I don't have no cards. I'm just talking about being connected to spirit. Y'all can say ancestors. Y'all can say whatever. Learning to listen and to be guided. That you may be able to guide. Because I don't want my kids and my grandkids not to be guided the right way. They might be stuck in the VA life. And I ain't about that. That's a Western thing. That is not the naked. That is not the milk and honey of the neck. That is not. Of the Mississippians, we didn't believe in backstabbing, backdooring, looking to take something from somebody because they're not willing to walk up and get what they need or pick what they need. They rather go and take or make a plan where that person can't even get what they need. Being a Southern Belle and a redneck that I am, I know of my warrior spirit. Because I'm willing to hurt behind me, and I'm willing to hurt behind my seeds, and I'm willing to hurt behind my sister and brother of Gaia. Because I was raised, if somebody needs somewhere to stay, you give them somewhere to stay. If someone needs something to eat, you make sure you feed them. If somebody needs some clothes and you got a whole chest of drawer full of them, you better make sure they have 2 sets of clothes. For the ones they got on, and then if they need to wash the ones they got on, they got another pair. Don't give them your drawers because you don't want nobody in between your legs. Or don't give them that, but give them something to cover up. If you got a ride and you see somebody struggling, ask them, do they need a ride? It's not a favor. You just paying homage to life. That maybe when you're in need, somebody gonna give you homage. It's not help, it's homage that you live in, and I can help you because I can. I was in the bliss because I can help you. I was sent through this way to see you. So I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. When you are sent somewhere and you see something and it touch you, you're supposed to do something about it. Because your discernment gonna let you know, oh, he just trying to get a bill. He been at this store 700 times every year at the same spot. And when you give him money, he go right in and buy a beer. I ain't talking about helping nobody with no habit. I don't give a fuck if it's a beer or if it's something to put up their veins or pop in their mouth. No. If they got a habit, they need to learn how to take care of that habit. Nobody's habits is nobody's responsibilities. But a shower or anything like that, I open my doors all my life to people. Regardless if you can, a friend, or a friend of a friend. I always had an open door because that's how I was raised. An open door don't mean to go talk about somebody because you helped them. An open door don't count the pennies that you gave them to say you helped them. No, Amish is doing it and don't even expecting anything back because you don't know which way that spirit gonna lead you. This away or he gonna take you that away. To the Q or to the P. To the quiet state or to the popping state. You never know. But in spirit, you're in the middle of it. And it's your choice. Spirit mean a lot to me. And me learning the spirit animals, that's a lot to me. Me learning what happened with the invasion after they took her neck. The many years they tried to get over here and couldn't. And then they did. That stuff is for me. Maybe it's not for you. That's fine with me. But I want everybody to understand that our ancestors are here to guide us. Not to be used in diabolical ways. Because your heart is not pure. And your heart is full of envy. And not proudness and pride of whom you are. If you got hurt, yes, everybody get... Man, I got drugged. And I love hard. And I do whatever when I'm in love. But I won't be taken and know that I'm being taken advantage of. I won't be that. But if I'm not being taken, if I can't see I'm being taken advantage of, I'm giving my homage. Because my memories is what I'm trying to make. And not someone else. That person is in my memory. It's my memory that's going to help me along my way. Because if I'm not giving my all, that means I got to remember shit that I could have did when I was in that predicament. No, I'm going to give it my heart for when I get the check. I can check out. It's always levels. You either walking with somebody or you walking by yourself. But if you walking with somebody, you know they checking themselves because you got to check yourself. Because within there is a circle. Or it's a whole hallway in between you and another person that you claiming to have. If he not checking himself for the hallway to be clear, and you checking yourself and you know your hallway clear, that's not your problem that somebody is in a hallway. Because you know who you connected to. You know who your T is connected to. Because one side is yours. But when you connect with somebody, you got a hallway, and you got to make sure can't nobody get in that hallway. It's no door there. That hallway is for the tuck in to each other. Not tuck in to somebody else in the hallway, like, and then you got 5 or 6 people in the hallway. Like, no. And then you just got to understand being one with yourself. You don't let what other people do to you. You can't. You got to worry about what you done to them people. I'm telling y'all, a lie don't care who tell it or who live it, long as somebody do it. But I don't carry lies. And I'm looking for the truth. So if you got a lie, I'm going to see your lie when I get ready to. Sometimes I just block people out because if they energy negative, I just block them out because I have to be around you for some reason. And that's when the watchmen come out of me. I gotta watch. What I'm watching for? I'm being the same person. Because I clocked in being the same person. I walked in here being the same person. I'm around you being the same person. Showing loyalty, showing understanding, showing love, showing kindness. And compassion. And willing to help. Whatever you're trying to do. Trying to find whatever solution to whatever problem. But if something wrong with you, and I am ready to be around you, I'm not gonna dig until you trying to find out. I'm finna watch, and you gonna show me. And when you show me, my ancestors gonna break it all the way down what it is. Because if I see something strange, I'm like, what in the hell is that? Talking to myself. But whom hear me? My spirits. That's protecting me. That done cleared my path. And waiting for me to say, what the hell, make this make sense? And when you can ask your spirit, make this make sense, and it makes it, don't you be crying. Don't you be around here trying to blame someone else for the truth of the life that you live around, and the life that you're in, and the life that you live. Because all I ask is mend the heart and mend the mind, that the soul, the spirit, and the heart may walk what the vessel have done for everyone. Because when I turned 27, that shit hit me like, bitch. I don't know if I can say that. They might, ban me. But, like, bitch. What the fuck? Bitch. Like, my mama came to me and told me, clean yourself up. I cleaned my house like 3 times. And she came back to me. In my face. Head to head. Nobody. Just head. Clean up. And all I was saying, whatever it is, it can't be here. And it ain't got to go home. But it's got to get the fuck out of there. Because I'm a motherfucker. And I ain't fucking around. And every time someone that I respect dearly come to me, it's somebody in my life doing some dirty stuff to make me not see it. But then I end up with some dirty stuff on me. And I don't even have dirty stuff to have on me. Because I've been walking with the ancestors, and I don't play ghosts and all that kind of shit. I don't play nothing dark that'll make me do and say some things I don't need to, because that might be something I need to know. That's why I'll be like, I don't want to see nothing. I hear you out. I don't give a fuck if you a human or a spirit or these dark shit people been sending to me, where I can say, picture this, what you want. Go give it to them 1,000 times better. Cause you can't get in here. But I'm hearing out what you want me to do, what you want me to think. Like the shit they have, who would want to? I'm not finna take my life. For what? I have a great, wonderful life. It's exciting. It's got so much in it where it keep me like, why? When? Where? What for? Because I ain't messy. And I don't never be in people's business. And it's like the ancestors saying, since you don't want to be nosy and you want to be Captain Saver, look at this. Picture this. And I'm just sitting there in a vision. It's not a vision. It's just like I can see, like watching TV. It'll just be, and I be, why? I be stuck. I be honestly stuck. Because I never thought of anything like that. I never was that type of person to think of anything like that. Now, I got cards. I can pull a card quick. Especially when I'm in a place and I want to know the energy of the people around me. I'll throw a sit on my dashboard just to let them know I know what y'all thinking and I can hear y'all. I hear ill will thoughts. And that, I hate that. Because I'm so want to be Cupid. Save the day, motherfucker. And then I get to hear people how they feel and think it. Like, oh my God. And then there goes Spirit with his mouth. I got a spicy tongue. I'm finna break that shit down. Like, why would you think that? And you dirty. You this, you that. I tell everything about their dirtiness. Like, it come right to me. My ancestors, like, they go within them and just come out and just tell me all they dirtiness. And Spirit will pop the back of my head if I don't say it. Just because a person smelling their top lip and think they can toot their nose up at somebody. And you are smelling your filth from you while you got your nose tooted up. But I be trying to be just as peaceful because I'm at peace, but then you want to come around me with your energy. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just outside. Sometimes the car get hot, so I get out. Or I stroll the bay. Or I sit and I sweat. To see what kind of smell. Because I be smelling stuff. I'd rather smell myself than smell the things I smell. Especially with this big ass nose I got. But y'all, I've just had to talk about Spirit. Because I like talking. I don't talk to people too much anymore because every situation I get in for the corn and the bread, it always be a whole bunch of mess going on. And I don't understand why I got to be a mess. Why you got a problem with that person, what that person did to you, and nobody never said. But the messy person, they can say exactly what that messy person said and did and acted out. But don't nobody want to confront the messy person. And I let people know when they messy. In such a sweet way. Before I make my exit. Because ain't no job gonna make me stay in no negative environment. I don't give a fuck how much money it is. Yeah, they got been took what was left for me. A long time ago. And been splurging all this time. While I've been working for what's mine and my kids. Now that my kids are older, I don't have to work. Because if I need it, damn it, I don't. I ain't got no job. It must be something I don't need because everything else I get. So, maybe. Because I'm not looking to have a big gathering to throw something in somebody's face. If we ain't coming to have a good time, why the fuck are y'all here? And why the fuck am I here? Not to throw nothing in nobody's face. That's why I like birthdays and stuff to go around people. And anniversaries because they ain't trying to have something to say, damn. But then they try to throw that shit in their face. And these motherfuckers be around here dogging them. I'm talking about wrong. And I had to walk in there. And I'm proud that I'm out that shit. When you have to walk through a man, you stand with your chest out, showing your milk and honey, with your head up, your chin out. They already neck Gaia. With your 10 toes down, acting like a mermaid, like Gaia. You got to know, like, okay, I walked through this, I did this, I wore this on my back. It's on my back. It ain't going nowhere like a turtle. That's just something of your memory to let you know, don't you do that. This is what happened. Don't you go that way. This is what happened. Like a real reminder. You know, like a backpack. Like Dora, the Explorer. You explored that and you put it in the back. You went through it. It's good. It's going to teach you to pat yourself on the back. Oh, yeah, that's what my pop said. Thomas Earl told us. When you know you done and you accomplished something and you did it by yourself when nobody helped, pat your own self on the back. I don't know if it's a Tony thing, but that's what he used to tell me. from 7 all the way up to pat myself on the back. And damn it, I'm patting myself on the back when I accomplish something for me. And when I got through something, don't nobody got to cheer me on. Because I cheer myself on. I love me. Because shit, who else gonna do it? Nobody. Nobody at all. Nobody. I used to have some big jaws. I lost a whole lot of weight. And I be looking funny when I'm on camera. So that's why I don't like to be on that. Because I ain't finna do all this make-believe shit for y'all. And I ain't finna do no Maybelline because I ain't no ball. I ain't got no dress. I ain't even got no house. So why the fuck would I sit around here? I'm gonna put on some nails though. Hell yeah. Like, that's like, that's something about that black cat with these nails. And it help you dig and all that kind of shit. Like, yeah. Like, I'm a country girl. I'm a Southern belle. I like to be outside. I like to put my hand in the dirt, in the mud, you know, in the waters. And these waters down here just nasty. And, you know, you need something to, like, you know, pick something up without touching you. You know, nails are very cultural for us. Because, you know, we'll think something fucking nasty and be like, get this paper towel. You know how we be like, let me just, see there, it don't touch us. It's just on the nail. Like, bitch, what's this? You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, it's been 31 minutes. As above, so below. As within you, so without. So shall you create, so shall it be. Believe that you are Nana, Mother Water, Mother Flame, Mother Divine, wrapped in Gaia. That you is a Lord, a cup full of gods, and you the Lord, you the Lord, protecting them with all costs. And I swear to gods, you will get everything that nature can have to offer. And it might bring you in what the man have made, that the VAs brought over here, other than what the structures we already had. We had a beautiful life, but it was washed away, and we built in another way with wood. We build with what we could remember, and what else stands is wood. And then we learned how to do the concrete, and it took over Gaia and the steel. Once we became black men again, it took over. It wasn't what we used to. Because if we are natural people, and we of Guyana, and we lived as her head, that means we lived on her head. May the history be exposed. May the history not be tucked away as a secret. May our life shine the people on the neck. May they light shine like the rainbow we are. Namaste. To my soul, to your soul. My spirit is right. How about yours?